another episode of the Caffeinated Librarians, MPL's pop culture podcast. I'm Katie.
I'm Simona.
I'm Lewis.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're going to be talking about the 2020 movie Emma, which is one of my favorite Jane Austen adaptations of the movie. And it's just a good time. I thoroughly enjoy all of the performances. Anna Taylor-Joy plays Emma. Johnny Flynn plays Mr. Knightley. Bill Nye is Emma's father. And Miranda Hart, who is an amazing actor. I love her and everything she does, plays Mrs. Bates. And it's the story of Emma, who thinks she's a really good matchmaker because she matches Miss Taylor, her governess, with a Mr. Watson, and it's a complete success. At the beginning of the movie, it's Mrs. Taylor's wedding, and she now thinks that she's good at it, and shenanigans ensue. So I love this movie. I've watched it at least 15, 20 times since it came out. So I want to get your guys' takes on it.
Yeah, this is the first time I saw it. I meant to see it when it came out and never got around to it. But yeah, I had a great time with this. This was lovely. It was very funny. I thought everyone was giving great performances, especially Anya Taylor-Joy does a lot of eye acting in this. And I like just seeing her scan scenes, and I don't know, lots of great facial expressions. It's just really funny. Mia Goth as Harriet is hysterical, and Josh O'Connor's face as Mr. Elton really killed me a lot of times. He's always just going like that, and Bill Nighy as the hypochondriac dad was really good. Great. He's just constantly calling in his servants to bring in more screens.
Oh. Those poor footmen, they look so exasperated.
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sure.
No, you go right ahead.
So I also love this film. I love the acting in it. I love the comedic moments. They're not over the top. I love like the subtle changes in expression. I love the characters in the background, and when the two servants, the father's footmen, like you can just picture in their heads, oh my god, these rich people that were working for like you could just see they want to have huge size eye rolls.
Or when Mr. Elton tosses the canvas, the sheet at the maid, and her expression when she
I love it. I and Bill Nye, unfortunately, whenever I see him, I always think of him as the vampire from the Underworld series. So no matter what he does, that's what pops into my head, and he's just fantastic. It's do you feel a draft? So-and-so would have felt the draft. And with the servants where they
her sister's an insane hypochondriac too.
Oh my god.
Her husband. Oh
my before we get into some of the plot details, I just want to say this movie looks gorgeous.
Oh, it does.
It has the nicest color scheme imaginable. Every outfit looks awesome.
I love how they also show the change in time.
Yes.
Yeah.
The colors are gorgeous. That's one of the things. It's very much a feast for the eyes.
Oh, absolutely.
I love the colors.
And a feast for the ears as well.
Oh, the music is very good. You know,
I enjoyed a lot of the music,
When I first saw this movie, I instantly went onto Spotify and downloaded the soundtrack.
Yeah, and
it's such a good time.
Funny plot music scene when Emma does her little piano performance.
Oh, yeah.
And then Harriet's like, nobody could play better than you.
And
then Jane comes in and just starts shredding.
Yeah, and the actress actually learned how to play that piece, so that's actually her playing.
Oh, that's wonderful. Because I also love, she says, it's a pity you didn't bring your music. Because, I hope I can remember. And she goes
Yeah.
I just love that. And also, Mr. Knightley's giving her side eye, just so funny.
Or when Mr. Elton brings his wife and she starts talking about her brother's home, and Bill Nye is just holding the teacup and just staring at her, and the footman comes and takes the teacup away.
So, I've never read any Jane Austen, which I really should, but I've seen Clueless, so I knew the general arc of the story. And I was like, oh, that's like her getting her teachers together. I get it.
Yeah. One of my professors when I was at Sarah Lawrence, because like one of the only Jane Austen book that I've read is Northanger Abbey, which is more of a novella, and I didn't enjoy it as much as like I watched an adaptation. And I read the book, and this is kind of disappointing. And when I told my teacher, she was like, no. She says, start with Emma. That's the book you start with. So, Joe, if you ever Emma's generally speaking the one that's recommended.
I know
to start
Pride
with.
and Prejudice is also just beloved. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's unfair to compare movies, but I prefer this adaptation. I prefer this adaptation over the 2005 adaptation of Pride and Prejudice.
I think that's
Keira
controversial.
Oh,
it's very controversial. Yeah.
Oh,
people
man.
adore that film with Tom Wamsgans as Mr. Darcy.
Yeah.
Matthew McFadden.
But
I can kind of see that though.
I do want to note that in our system, if you go to Mid-Hudson Library and you search our catalog and find Pride and Prejudice, the image we have in it is of an anime cover for Pride and Prejudice. Hysterical. I think about this all the time. And
Mid-Hudson cataloging. They need to be called. Yeah.
No, I mean, hey, I'm sure it's of a certain edition. Like it just had an anime cover in one edition.
That would be interesting.
It's because it's there's a manga of Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, yes,
and
Emma right.
And Sense and Sensibility, which you can all read on Hoopla.
Yeah, and I think also we have those the physical copies, because I know Quanch
I haven't seen them on the shelves.
I'm thinking of Shakespeare. I'm sorry. We have the Shakespeare manga, very beautiful. Sorry, I retract that statement. But yes,
it's on Hoopla.
Yeah,
I've read them all on Hoopla.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah, this was the director's first time doing a feature film, which I thought was awesome.
Good job.
Wild. She mainly known for music videos. She's done a lot.
She did a very good job for her first outing on a feature film.
Matt, do you have a picture of what she looks like? Just because the name reminds me of this singer who, and I'm just curious.
I don't believe she's a singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's a photographer and a music video director.
I completely, I was thinking of someone else. Never mind. I kind of was like, oh, really? That's like, okay. It's so many great moments. I just love also going back to the pastor, is it the
Mr. Elton?
The vicar, whatever the hell that position is in a community.
The scene where they're in the carriage together and he's like slowly untying his cape and then he falls forward. She goes, "Sir," like really.
And she's like, "Mr. Elton."
Yeah, and I just love it.
I really liked Emma. I thought she rocked. I know early on you said she's meant to be a little prickly, but I'm like, she's just a 20-year-old who's too confident. Who hasn't been there? I liked her a lot. I thought she was really funny.
What I really like too is that she takes Harriet under her wing because she assumes that her father is a gentleman. But as the movie progresses, you can see a real, true friendship between the two of them.
Yeah, no, she really loves Harriet.
Yeah,
and Harriet, I love the moments with Harriet. Oh, my God. And, one of the funniest moments is when she and the other girls are cutting that cake. And I was so curious what that tradition actually is. And I
think it's just a game.
Yeah. But it's part of me would just love to know if it's an authentic game to that period, or I would just love to know that. I was so curious, and then she just smashes her face in it, and then when Emma's there, they're all like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, it is a game.
Yeah,
it's definitely an authentic game to the time period for sure.
Because I just thought it was so fun. I like those little moments.
It's called bullet pudding.
Yep.
Oh, my only thing too was that I was kind of hoping they'd actually eat it. And maybe they do. But
I think it's
just
anything
flour.
Edible. It's just flour. Yeah. It's just flour.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. But I like those little moments. I thought it was really fun and
One of my favorite performances in this movie is when they are all out on that outing and Mr. Churchill, who's very salty, he makes up this game, and Mrs. Bates makes a comment, and then Emma is like, there's the issue, ma'am, where have you ever stopped at 3?
Oh yeah, that's
And
a
the
heartbreaking
instant-
scene for me.
It's so heartbreaking, but the instant she says it, she knows that she put her foot in her mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And just the look on her face, and then Mr. Knightley tearing into her, it's lovely. Absolutely.
So, more about bullet pudding. It's not in the book, but apparently Jane Austen's family played it every Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
No, I like those little things. But yeah, that scene, because I saw another adaptation, and one thing I wanted to compare was, so I'm sorry, the gentleman who's,
Mr. Knightley.
no, not Mr. Knightley, the one that Mr. Knightley can't stand.
Mr. Churchill.
Mr. Churchill. There's one adaptation of Emma where Mr. Churchill and also Jane, they play up that, where, because they're essentially hiding the fact that they're engaged.
Yes.
In one adaptation...
Which is why Mr. Churchill is prickly.
Yeah, but he's even more prickly in this adaptation, and he's even more, like, pushing the boundaries of, like, I want people to know, sort of a deal. And that immediately stuck out to me, like, that in that other adaptation, he's really pushing it, where, like, Jane is like, what are you doing? Like, essentially. But that scene always breaks my heart because I feel the woman's embarrassment.
Oh, Miss Bates.
Because I'm very sensitive. You say anything and forget about it. I would be Mrs. Bates in a heartbeat, like just blubbery and having to excuse myself.
I feel both of them in that scene.
Yeah.
And Churchill, you see him be more okay with it because he's a lot more okay with being casually cruel.
He's just such a
Like
douche.
everything he's doing with Emma is just like, all right, buddy, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
He's that's why not Mr. Knightley. I love Another thing I love is Mr. Knightley, like, is predisposed to dislike him, which in a way he's true. He is correct. He's a better judge of the character. And the little moments, especially, can we talk about when they rescue Harriet? Well, when Mr. Churchill rescues Harriet, like that whole scene where like everyone doesn't know what to do, then the father comes like, "What's going on?" And it's like,
Is she ill?
Yes. And I was like, no, and like Mr. Knightley's like, "What am I doing
The camera was
here?"
very fun in that scene. It was doing a lot of spins. And,
Yes, because like they're all like in a state of like Mr. Churchill's all flushed and hot, and I love Harriet. She goes, and she's almost like moaning, and Mr. Knightley's like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. Tries to touch her foot and she makes a noise and he's like, no, I'm gonna just put this down.
Yeah, I love every moment, and I wanted to talk about her older sister and the husband, 'cause
Isabella.
I feel for that husband.
Oh, his exasperation. I love when they leave the party and it's because it's snowing and he goes, apparently I'm not gonna survive the night. And it's just deadpan. It's great.
And all those kids and his like frustration and like just
I liked the scene with the baby where the baby just farts and scares itself and starts crying.
Well, she spit up.
It said passes gas on the subtitles.
I didn't even notice.
I thought I saw schmutz on.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what happened to the baby, but it's like
something happened to
the
the
sister's
baby.
like,
It
is
was
she
very
ill?
minor.
And the husband's like, just
And
the exasperation.
And then he goes like, and so walks life comes death or something like that, and it's just so matter of factly, like he knows exactly who he's dealing with. There's no illusions to it whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's funny because we all kind of have people like that in our families where it's like everything becomes a tragedy. I will say though, the whole snow thing, I kind of felt that where it's like the fear of being snowed in, and there's like, but we have a common, and everyone's like just making for the exits. That would so be me. Like snow.
I just want to say about like the set. In that, and the house that Mr. Watson, yes,
Watson,
and his wife Miss Taylor move into. When I first saw the movie, I was like, that house, that whole dining table and drawing room was filmed in Poldark, and I was like, I know where they are. I know where they're filming. I'm really excited about this.
So where is, like, I'm not familiar
Cornwall.
with. Oh, okay.
Cornwall, England.
I often wonder about, like, because you see with a lot of also Jane Austen adaptations, like, there's, like, an exterior shot of like a staircase, and it's an historical house that's used a lot in in Jane Austen productions. And I'm always curious about those homes, because one would assume, like, let's just argue that there still are descendants of the original people that own the home or whatever. Like, I wonder how that works, like with a lot of these homes, like filming in them, like shooting in them.
The house itself is open to the public as a museum, and the residents of the houses, the descendants who own the house, live in separate quarters.
Can you imagine owning a home like that?
Yes,
Oh,
I can imagine.
my Lord.
I can imagine quite a lot. Yes.
And talking about something visually interesting, when they go to the gallery of the paintings, which I assume are supposed to be family, to like ancestors, or that long couch in front of the really big portrait, there was something so beautiful about that room and that shot. I'm like, I could sit there.
Yeah. Well, hello, Lou.
Hey, Lou.
I could also sit there.
Yeah, and I loved her greenhouse, like with the flowers. I loved that.
I loved her regular house.
Oh yeah, the regular house.
I would actually, in the time period, you just call it a hot house.
I like that pink room.
Yeah.
I don't know what room it was, but it was nice. And the blue hallway.
I loved that hallway.
Yeah.
That paint on that wall, man, whoever painted that did a great job. And it's a great color.
They did do a
and
great
with
job.
those big windows, the light coming into it brightens it up so much. It's really nice.
One thing I do love are like the really large window, the amount of like natural sunlight that you could get. And another beautiful shot is when Mr. Watson and his wife meet Emma, and that's when the sun first shows up. And Emma is in her hothouse, and the way the sunlight is hitting her, it's such a beautiful scene. And when they open up the doors, it's such a pretty little location. I just love the garden. I love the hothouse. It's wonderful. Yeah.
It was a nice like little tint of red when she meets him for the first time, and that's to invoke like a love, she's starting to feel things and stuff like that. Yeah. I think that was probably intentional.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't think anything in this movie was actually done by accident. I think there was.
I think most things in most movies aren't done by accident. Yeah.
Intention.
It depends. Sometimes you have happenstance. Like, oh, this works out nicely.
Yeah, but there's always usually an awareness of what it's in the frame.
Yeah.
To point a camera at something is to exclude everything else in the world.
Ooh, I like that.
Stole that from a critic I like.
I was going to ask, who said that? But then I didn't want to insult Joe. I was like, oh, no, maybe he did say that. I like that.
So, Lou, let's get your thoughts on this movie that I absolutely love.
Yeah, I liked it. You had kind of given us a little caveat that we wouldn't like Emma at the beginning. I actually really liked her the whole time.
Oh, good.
I thought she was very lovable. Yeah. She had good intentions.
Yeah. She's just a confident person who's trying to get her best friend, hooked up.
Yeah, because even when Mr. Knightley's telling her, like, look, this guy would be a good match for her considering her station, blah blah blah, all that, she says like she deserves better. She's awesome. And I'm like, you know what? I feel her. Like I know. Obviously, I know the priest is a scummy guy, but she's just of the opinion of like my friend deserves the best.
Yeah, and she doesn't know at that moment that the priest is a scummy guy.
Yeah.
So she's just looking out for her friend. She's doing what she thinks is right.
Right, but also on this, but you don't actually know who her father is. You're assuming that he's a gentleman, and thus Harriet, because she could be a lady of birth, of high-born birth, that she deserves something more than a tenant farmer.
And also, what I find interesting is that the farmer, the actor, barely has any lines, but he still conveys so much. He's like the lost puppy and like
But like even in that scene where they're having the back and forth, she's just like, hey, she's funny, she's kind, and she's like, I thought that was the most important thing for men. She's just at least in this adaptation, she's more on just like she's cool, she deserves more.
Actually, this movie is the closest adaptation to Emma. So it's fairly faithful to the original source material.
Yeah. I was confused why she didn't have the big yellow car, but.
I haven't seen Clueless in so long.
So I liked her. I also, the Jane Fairfield character, Fairfax, like, obviously he's gonna fall in love with her. Yeah. She's got it going on.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, how Emma, like, you know, take the blinders off, take the love blinders off. How do you not see that?
Right.
Like they're staring at each other every second, every chance they get.
So actually, it took me a few watches to actually like pick up, because when I watched it you get a lot, and so I'm trying to look at everything, but then after a few other watches I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, if you just look, you can tell something's going on between Mr. Churchill and Jane Fairfax.
Emma just it doesn't like Fairfax because Miss Bates just hasn't shut up about her in years, so she's just like, I don't care. This girl sucks.
Which is a very real thing.
Doesn't
you
though.
She's just gotten annoyed.
She's actually pretty awesome at like everything.
And I love how like during the musical rehearsal that Mr. Knightley points that out to Emma. I very much like that dance scene.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Give me more of that. That should have been longer.
Yeah, I thought that could have been 10 more minutes. I would have been happy with
that.
It.
That was great. Well, which dance scene? Because there's
with her and Knightley.
Where she dances with Knightley. And you know, this I think is something that was missing in Jane Eyre to me.
Yeah.
There was actual chemistry between them.
Yes.
Like you know, that dance scene was like, give Anna Taylor-Joy a lot of credit. She worked on her facial expressions for this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, you knew what she was feeling without her saying a word.
She's such a good actress. Yeah. I love Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah.
And I had said that one of my favorite scenes with her in it is when she puts her foot in her mouth and tells Mrs. Bates.
Yeah, I mean...
And then she knows that she did just from her facial expression. Yeah, instantly.
She knew that she messed up with what she said.
Yeah.
And what's I think great about that scene is that, you know, you're watching that, and I think all of us can relate to both parties.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, you could relate to Emma because we've all done that, where we've said something and we mean it as a joke, but it just comes out a little too harsh.
Yeah.
And you instantly just have that sinking, regretful feeling.
Yeah.
But we also probably have all been on the other end where somebody has said that to us and we kind of, we interpret it the way it comes out, even if that's not how that person meant it. I think that scene is just like hard to watch in just the best way possible.
Yes.
You know, because you just are, you know, you feel what both of them are feeling.
Yes. Another heartbreaking scene is in that same dance, the ball, when Harriet is sitting there and Miss Watson is like to Mr. Elton that there's a young lady here who's in want of a dance partner, and he makes a rather disparaging.
Well, at that point I was like, Mr. Elton's a douchebag.
Yeah,
like,
but just to watch Harriet break down and to have Mr. Knightley come and dance with her to make her feel better, I was like, oh.
Also, Emma, please, come on.
Yeah.
Like she obviously fell for Knightley at that moment.
Yes.
Like, and then Emma the whole time thinking that she's in love with Churchill.
Yeah.
I'm like, Emma's she might not be the brightest bulb in the box.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's also because she's unwilling to see certain things if it doesn't fit with her vision.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
I like
that, yeah.
I love the dance scene between Emma and Knightley. I think it's so sensual. It's so romantic.
Well, and that's the only, back then that would be the only time where men and women were actually like physically touching with their hands would be during these balls, and that's where courtship started, essentially.
That at the end at the wedding when he grabs her hand, beautiful.
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I also love how flustered he is, where he's like ripping at his clothes. He just lying on the servant goes, "Oh, he needs a moment," and just closes the door.
Servants know.
Yeah.
It is funny though watching this with a in a 2025 lens, because like, not even. Well, I guess you mostly see it with the women, but obviously, I'm going to change what I'm saying a little bit. You see it with the women because they like, Knightley dances with Harriet, then the next scene, Harriet's like, I'm in love.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
slow, pump the brakes, Harriet. Pump the brakes a little bit.
Oh, Harriet's a little, she seems a little sheltered.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I was going to say, you kind of even see it with the men, but you really don't. Because Knightley, like, has known Emma for forever.
Yes.
So, his feelings for her. And then Churchill, you realize, is just kind of playing Emma because he needs to put up appearances in order to get that money from his aunt.
Right.
And Elton is just after any
scum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets married after 6 weeks of being away.
That was funny.
I love it when people, like, they walk into the chapel and they see her sitting there and they're all like, who's this? What's going on?
I'm assuming that would have been the seat reserved for the preacher's family. Is that why they're...
Yeah, he's a vicar, not...
A vicar, sorry. For the vicar's family?
Yes.
That's okay.
But because they are the... He's essentially like a tenant to... the family, Emma's family, they would have sat there before, which is why they give her that look and why she gives them that look. But
I get. Okay,
she's his wife.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
This was one of the last movies in theaters before COVID.
Really?
It came out Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah, 2020.
I guess that's why I kind of like fell off my rate. Like I don't remember this coming out or anything like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough break.
Yeah. And I also had meant to see this movie in theaters, but it just I lost track of time.
Happened.
Yeah, COVID happened. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, so I liked it. I think, for someone that, just these period pieces are not always my forte or the movies I go to. I think that having it be a comedy was easier for me to get into than Jane Eyre was.
Right.
I also just think some of the sweetness in here made it a little more easier to clue into.
Yeah.
And
you liked the characters.
Yeah.
Jane Eyre, I was like, these characters suck. Like, we kind of talked about that a little earlier, right?
Yeah. And, I do think there's, like, relatable things in here because, like, I don't know, who hasn't been too sure of their matchmaking abilities at 20 years old?
Right.
Yeah.
Who hasn't gossiped with their friend at the store?
Yeah.
Like,
That was another thing Joe and I talked about. I was like, how often in these period pieces do you see something as relatable as just going to the store?
Yeah.
Like I thought that was such a nice touch.
Yeah.
Even Churchill is like, oh, you can't come here and not go to Ford's.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I like that.
I liked when Knightley was like, he went to London to get a haircut. It's 19 miles. Like,
I love how like you can tell that neither of them, like Knightley and Churchill, don't like each other without them expressively saying it. It's just all like within their looks and their body language. It's so great.
Yeah, it's the competition.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was pretty much right from when Churchill showed up, I knew that him and Fairfax were together.
Okay.
Like, to me that was like an obvious thing. Mm-hmm. But there was the one scene where Emma's sitting on the windowsill and he comes up to her and he's like, they're talking about how he's bored and he wants to leave. I was like, oh, maybe he's actually not with her.
Yeah.
Like, that was the one scene that made me question it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and then, because they always talk about him, he like leaving and everything like that. And I'm like, maybe he just wants a little bit more spice in his food. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking for a little different flavor.
Right.
But then obviously you find out that he's. I thought the movie was going in a little different direction after that.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
No.
It didn't,
Yeah. No.
I don't know. When I think English food, I think bland for some reason.
It's not bland, but okay.
Wow.
That's the most common critique of it, though.
It's not bland coming from somebody who's actually lived over there,
but I'm just saying that is, there's always the old jokes about like, oh, in hell the chefs are British, like.
That's awful. It's an awful joke.
And like before, it's like, oh, in heaven the chefs are Italian, and and then it's just it's ethnic European humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Europeans hating each other, as they always do.
Yeah. Talk about the costumes. I love Mr. Knightley's blue waistcoat at the beginning of the movie with the yellow overcoat. It's
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I remember what you're talking about. Yes,
Good
sorry.
overcoat for sure. Yeah.
I do love that overcoat.
color.
I thought the dresses were all pretty.
They are.
Yeah.
I love that period
And
in men and
historically
women's
accurate.
fashion. Very
It
nice.
was very
I did notice how Fairfax's dresses were a little bit more like they looked older.
Yeah, well, because she doesn't come from money.
No, but I'm just saying, like that's
Yeah.
a nice, a nice touch.
Yeah, it's like a
That
good
they actually paid attention to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And how like Mrs. Bates says that Jane did her own hair because she couldn't believe that a salon in London could do any better.
Yeah.
And it just speaks to the fact that Jane does not come from money.
And also, like they couldn't put that together that Churchill got her the pianoforte. Like, come on.
Well,
on, guys.
I think some of them did.
Yeah.
Because I think even Emma makes a comment to him about it.
Yeah. About who would have given her the pianoforte. Yeah.
So, that's another thing. Churchill is such a complex character because you think he's just this douchebag, which he probably is a little bit to some extent.
Yeah.
But, he doesn't care about the fact that she's poor.
No.
He does just love her and wants
Yes.
to be with her.
Yeah.
But, he needs to put up a facade to get
Right,
that money.
Exactly. Because, like, if he didn't marry a woman of substance, as Mrs. Watson said, his aunt would have disowned him.
Yeah.
So I think...
So he's got to string Emma along a little bit.
Yeah. It's,
You gotta do what you gotta do. Get that money.
Get the inheritance so they
know?
could live comfortably.
Yeah. Must be the money.
Like,
It's true.
yeah. It is true. Yeah.
I loved
for money.
the blocking of that scene at the end when her dad just has like 10 different screens up.
Oh my god. Just to give them privacy.
Yeah.
It's great because he picked up on
I love
everything.
how Knightley doesn't get it at first though
Yeah.
too. He's like, "Do you notice a draft at the knees?" He's like, "No, sir, I can't say I do."
Yeah.
Like,
But he caught on fast.
don't you see what he's doing?
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, Knightley.
I
Well,
thought-
he caught on.
It was cute, and
Yeah.
I
It
liked
was
the
funny.
visuals of it.
Yeah.
And too, I just thought it was sweet of her being like, "You're okay not having any land of your own." He's just like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
I also love their wedding scene when everyone, like, it's a whole reconciliation. Everyone is on good terms with each other. Everyone is with who they're supposed to be with. And I thought that was lovely.
Yeah, from what I understand, the one major change to the text is Emma going and making direct amends with Churchill.
Oh, okay.
Not
yeah.
Churchill. What's his name?
Martin.
Robert Martin.
Martin.
Yeah, which I think works here. I
Yeah.
think that works for the character and works for the arc very well.
Oh, absolutely. Well, because it tracks for
Yeah.
her
In the
character.
book, who's the one that does it? I'm just
I
curious.
think Harriet and Martin might just patch things up on their own.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My heart broke, though, when Harriet and Emma are together and Emma tells Harriet that Churchill was secretly engaged to Jane, and then it comes to light that Harriet was in love with Knightley, and then like she tells Emma like she wants Knightley for herself, and then she goes, and I refused Robert Martin for you, and her tear, I was, oh no, oh god, no, guys.
I also, one of the cutest moments is when Harriet and Robert Martin like they're in the field, and the way like Harriet's running
Yeah.
to him,
Yeah.
and just it was so cute. I was like, oh, like
Yeah,
you.
and their first kiss.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
so sweet.
sweet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. Like everyone paired up with who they're meant to be and who they're happy with,
And I love their Emma and Harriet's reconciliation.
yeah,
It's just the complete acceptance of her friend, which
Yeah.
is how she felt about Harriet from the beginning.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I also the funny scene I like, which is interesting because like what people did in private when Emma lifts up her dress to warm herself. Yeah.
To warm her backside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I was wondering too why. I mean, I know that throughout the house there would have been fires, but why at a certain point they're still wearing short sleeves indoors? Because the homes would not have been that warm, right? Like,
No, it was just
I don't know. I thought maybe like because they're obviously in the wintertime you see that they're wearing long sleeves even indoors. I was just curious why, because it's like, yeah, you're in front of the fire, I get it, the fires, but as you're moving about the house there wasn't heating per se.
They would just stick to one room.
Oh, okay.
If they weren't, if they didn't have guests.
Okay, so they weren't migrating around the house. They were just, okay, I get it.
There wouldn't be any point to it. The house is too big.
Okay, so they were just staying put. Okay.
Why would they light every single fire in the house?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, I was just thinking, they must be so cold. Also, with her poor dad and the dampness. Like, I get it. He's so cute. I love the dad. He's adorable. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. And I do like that coat, too.
Thanks.
Yes. This period is one of my favorite for men and women's fashion. I love the coats.
It was nice to see Mia Goth in not a scary role.
Yeah.
I almost forgot she was in
I've
here.
I've never seen her in anything other than those 3 movies, X and Pearl, and there a third one?
Yeah.
Maxine.
Right, yeah.
She's fantastic in Infinity Pool, but she's a psycho in that as well.
I don't think I've seen
she was in the Suspiria remake, which I never saw, but I'm curious about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's hysterical in this. She's very funny.
Yeah, she was great.
And I love how from the start of the movie, how they set up each character to be likable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for
Elton.
Yeah,
Mr. Elton.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's funny.
I mean, but you instantly know who he is as a character.
Yeah. And actually, he's he's a little scummy, but I thought after he makes his pass at Emma in the carriage that he was going to kick her out.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't. He got out and walked in the snow. So I was kind of like, all right, maybe he's not like a toad. He's but he's not
he's not
cruel.
Monstrous. He's just
Yeah, he thinks full of himself.
I like also when his wife smacks his hand when he's reaching for a pastry.
Yeah.
Love everything about that wife. So funny.
They certainly match each other.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes. His character reminds me of in Pride and Prejudice, the cousin character who's
Mr. Collins. Yeah.
Oh my God, he also gets saddled with a. No, actually, no. He ends up marrying her friend. I don't know. Yeah.
Charlotte Lucas. Yeah.
I know Charlotte. I know she's not a romantic. I was like, oh really, Mr. Collins? But whatever. That was the point. But Mr. Collins is also one of those characters where you can almost picture just wanting to choke him while he's in the room with you, and that's what this guy reminded me of. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But I loved the scene with going back to the tea scene and the son just removes the teacup from because the father's just frozen. He's watching this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love also the way the characters are looking at each other as this is happening. It's I'm because we all have that person where it's oh God.
Yeah.
We have to be polite, but we really don't want to.
I also love during the music rehearsal how Harriet is hyping up Emma as she's performing, and it's we all have friends like that, or we all need friends like that.
Yes.
Who's
no one can play the way you do.
Yeah. Even though Jane kind of goes full tilt.
Yeah, I just love that. Because I like how she's oh my God, I hope I can remember. And she goes, and she just, and everyone's
yeah.
Gold. I love that.
Killed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I told Simona and Joe about this because I don't know if you were still in the room, but the actress who played Jane actually learned how to play that piece, so she's actually playing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I respect that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I really liked the duet with her and
Mr. Knightley.
Yes, Knightley. That was awesome. The violin was very cool.
That was cool.
Johnny Flynn has his own band. I think he's a folk singer, so he knows how to play the violin and sing. He actually sings the last song in the title credits, or the credits at the end of the movie.
I like that song. I think that was one of the ones you recommended for one of the playlists.
Yes.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. That was really good. I liked all the songs in this movie. I was kind of curious, the one that plays a lot, if that was Latin or something. I don't know. It's not important, but I was just curious to see what they were saying. But yeah, I liked all the songs.
Yeah.
They were really good, and they're all fitting. They fit very well into the narrative, and it's not just because sometimes songs can seem so random. Why is this in here?
Yeah.
But this one was really good. I enjoyed it. So if we rate, what are we rating it out of?
Carriages?
I guess that could be fun.
But Mr. Knightley has no carriage.
He does not have a carriage.
He does
None
have
that
a-
he uses.
He's the best guy in the movie. So
He does have a carriage. He just gives it to everybody else to use because he
Yeah.
prefers to walk.
He's a nice dude.
Yeah,
I don't know. Walking is good exercise.
It is.
it is good exercise. Yes.
Yeah, I like when the housekeeper's trying. He goes like, that's how. I like it. Just
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk before we do like the final insult when the vicar's wife is talking about wanting to invite the guests that are going to be at his party.
Yeah.
And he says, I love how politely he says it, but he just like shuts her up saying, the only one who will ever have the authority to do that when she arrives is Mrs. Knightley, and how everyone just like, I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I just love how he's so polite, but he's like, zip it.
Yeah.
You know, I like
Yeah.
that's the only one who's going to do it.
Shush.
Loved it. Yeah, I love that
Quiet.
line.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
Mr.
carriages works.
Carriages,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You go first.
I just wanted to be.
Well, she should go last.
I should go last.
Okay.
So Joe, you could go first. if
All
you
right,
want to.
I was between 4 and 4.5 for most of this. I was mulling over my head, but 4.5 carriages. This was a great time. Check it out. It's like, yeah, it's like the most accessible period piece you could imagine. It's very fun and very funny and cute and sweet and great colors, great camera work. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a solid 4 out of 5. I enjoyed it. I thought Anna Taylor-Joy was outstanding. She's phenomenal
Yeah.
in this. Very, very well done.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5 out of 5 carriages. This is the second time that I watched this movie, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, I think everyone knows what I'm going to rate it as. I'm gonna
1 out of 5.
No, 5 out of 5 carriages. I've watched this movie at least 20 times over. I love the music.
20 times?
Yeah.
Not on me. Wow.
I love this movie. It's a fun movie.
Fair enough.
The actors are great. The characters are all likable. The
true.
music really sets the tone to every scene. The sets are great. It's
You know what else I really liked about this?
what?
I know Knightley had them, but not a lot of mutton chops
No.
in this.
No.
And honestly, Knightley's like thing. What's that
The
thing
collar.
called? Yeah, collar.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have those now too.
We do.
Those like blocked his mutton chops a lot.
It made it work.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, he looked good with
Yeah.
them. It wasn't. Yeah, Jane Eyre. He looked bad with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mutton chops everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
The
gosh.
style of the day,
He
unfortunately.
looks sexy with the mutton chops, but whatever. I just love that movie.
Yeah,
You might love mutton chops, maybe. Maybe that's what it is.
Whatever.
He didn't look bad in
No.
the movie, but the mutton chops weren't good. I don't think they were serving him.
No, definitely not.
so
Anyway,
yeah.
I had to get my mutton chop point in. I forgot about it. Yeah.
The cinematography is great. The comedy just comes in when it's supposed to. Miranda Hart, who plays Mrs. Bates, is hysterical, and I love her, and I think she's great. And 5 out of 5 carriages. I just love this movie.
All right, take us out.
All right, we will see you next time as we continue our period piece series with my pick, The Age of Innocence. Tune back in. I don't know. Stay frosty.
See you then.